Hello everyone, as I'm trying to adjust my microphone here in Delmarva. That's better for y'all to hear me. We're going to talk about my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank taking place this Saturday, July 1st. Yes, correct. Tonight's the 29th as I'm recording this and uploading this. So yes, July 1st, live from London, England. Streaming on Peacock and WWE Network. Exclusively everywhere else. Now, yours truly does not have Peacock anymore because Comcast now has dropped the subscription TV service, so I'll figure out a way to keep an eye on everything. But in any regard, let's talk about the start time. So it's 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific time. Alright, so this is the first time Money in the Bank, the pay-per-view itself, will be taking place overseas in London, in England. And then we're going to have a few weeks of a turnaround because after that, on the first Saturday in August, which will be on August 5th, we will have WWE SummerSlam taking place at Ford Field in Detroit. So maybe this will transpire into it. We'll see. So before we get into our main event, which we know our main event of the night will be this right here. And yes, I actually have a mouse with me down here. Don't ask why. That's why you're hearing it. So I guess I want to tally up the matches. So we got about 7 matches. And we'll take it from there. So I'm going to go with, I guess, the first match of the night that's on here. We got Gunther taking on Matt Riddle. Look, I know they're trying to push Matt Riddle, but there has to be a better contender for Gunther. Come on here. So I think the obvious should be Gunther does hold on to the belt. You know, he's had a good reign. There's no question. And I'm sorry, I just don't see Matt Riddle winning this match. It'll be a shocker here. Now, here's something I'm looking forward to. And this has had a lot of good build-up in the past couple of weeks on Monday Night Raw. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Dominic Mysterio. Now, obviously, if you watch Monday Night Raw every single week, you know how the crowd really gets involved with that Judgment Day story. They tear up Dominic. They cannot stand this guy. He gets booed so much because after what happened at Clash at the Castle nearly a year ago. But I do see Cody winning this just because, you know, maybe this is the story of Cody getting that rematch against Roman. I mean, we'll have to wait and see here, but yeah. I guess we're going to have to put Cody Rhodes as your winner, right? Okay, next up, we're going to go with the Women's Tag Team Championships. We got Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler taking on Raquel Rodriguez and the return of Liv Morgan. So, I could see this being a feud going into the summer. I've been up in the air about this, but I don't know. I mean, Raquel and Liv's title reign was short just because, Liv got injured. So, you know what? I'm going to say we got new champions here. It's been an interesting short reign for Ronda and Shayna, but it's over. It's over, folks. New champs. Speaking of a new champ, This is why I think it's going to come down to why Finn Balor wins against Seth freaking Rollins. Now, call me crazy here, but I'm hearing a lot of rumors backstage that creative wants the Judgment Day storyline to continue, even if Dominic somehow loses against Cody Rhodes here. I'm going to say Finn wins the championship just because you want to keep the rivalry with Seth exciting for a while. I don't know. Something just tells me this is a more aggressive and ruthless Finn than we've ever seen before. And I can understand. Listen, I know it looks bad trying to injure Seth on purpose. I know it makes it look bad here. But when are we going to see? The Demon? Are we actually going to see the face paint on Finn? I don't know. But I think it's time the Judgment Day gets some gold on them. And why shouldn't it not be Finn? Sorry, Seth. I know people say, you deserve it. But at the end of the day, you know, what about keeping the storyline relevant with the Judgment Day? You know, you gotta keep things moving along here. And again, from what I've heard from people who know Triple H backstage, they say this, they say that. I'm not gonna say where I get this info from, but backstage really wants Judgment Day to have the gold here. You know, they want to keep the fan base interested. And I certainly want to see more interesting stuff with Judgment Day. And it goes into SummerSlam. So your new winner is going to be Finn. Sorry, Seth. Get in the back of the line. You've had your little run. And you know what? You got to keep the belt on Finn for a while, because people on Raw are going to be curious to watch what Finn does on Monday nights. And that makes a lot of sense here. Okay, let's talk about the women's Money in the Bank ladder match here. So let's read our contestants. My mouse can budge, thank you. Okay, here we go. So our contestants are going to be, let me make sure you can see it, Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky. Who else is in this match? Oh yeah, Trish Stratus. Yeah, Trish Stratus wasn't even mentioned on here. Where's Trish Stratus? Okay, that's a fail on WWE.com's part. Alright. So at least we got everyone. So why do I think it's going to be Zelina Vega? I think this is her time. You know, I think it's been a good build-up. Unless Becky or Trish wins, I could see that happening. But I'm telling you right now, Zoe's not winning, Io's not winning, and Bayley's not winning, alright? So for a safe bet, I want to say Zelina wins, just because I think at SummerSlam there will be a one-on-one match between Becky and Trish. I think that's what this is coming down to at this point. I think a lot of people are going to agree with me here that you want to start the build up for SummerSlam, and why not start off with this pay-per-view? And Zelina's going to get what she wants. She's going to have the briefcase, and you know what that means. That means now she can go to Raw or SmackDown and pick the champion who she wants to face. If she wants to face Asuka on Raw, then let that be the case. If she wants to go to SmackDown and take on, you know, Mami, as everybody calls her nowadays. Yes, I know. Blame Dominic. Blame Dominic for making us call her that. Blame her. Blame him. Alright? Blame him because at the end of the day, that's how these crazy storylines somehow work. You know, I'm not the writers. Alright, I'm not a WWE writer here, and I know I'm making a little bit of a rant about Rhea Ripley, but you know what? Selena's gonna have that option. Maybe cash in on Rhea. I would love to see that happen. Just because LWO does have a problem in general with the Judgment Day. Maybe you could still keep things fresh with Dominic and Rey again. I don't know here. But yes, Selena wins, and that's the end of the story here. Okay, let's move on to the men's match. Now, on the men's side of the thing here, we got the following superstars. We got Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Butch, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, and then you got Damian Priest. So, I don't know. I just see Ricochet winning this. Alright? Oh, not to mention, guess who else is in this match? Logan Paul. Why? Why are we putting a YouTube... Okay, I can't bash him because I might want him in the YouTube Creators Guild in the future if things go the way they do right now with SAG-AFTRA, which they may be going on strike. But besides the point, Logan, come on, man. Come to YCG. You know, come join my Creators Guild and go from there, alright? You don't need this WWE stuff right now. Not when AI is threatening to ruin our industry. But that's besides the point. So you know what? Ricochet's your winner just because they've been building him up. And, okay, if I were to pick another superstar who's going to win, and a lot of people think that this guy is going to win, I think it's going to be LA Knight. So you know what? I'm going to pick one of two winners here. I think it'll either be LA Knight or I think it'll be Ricochet. I'm not going with a fair winner here. So let's just put one of two. And I hope I'm right. It's LA Knight or Ricochet. Okay? Okay. And then last but not least, this should be the main event. Just because this storytelling has been excellent with the Bloodline. So you got the Bloodline Civil War, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa will be teaming up to face Jimmy and Jey Uso. And I do think it will be Jimmy and Jey Uso. Just because we're witnessing the collapse of the Bloodline here. It's a slow process. Will it end at SummerSlam? First of all, we don't even know who Roman's going to be facing at SummerSlam in a couple of weeks. So you gotta have a quick build-up. And then I think if I'm correct, there's another WWE pay-per-view taking place on Labor Day weekend. So, listen, you gotta have the Usos win here. You know, Triple H has gotta make the call. If you don't have the Usos winning here, then I don't know. I really don't know right now. I mean, what's next? There's going to be a YouTube Creators Guild Civil War between me and Logan Paul? Oh, God. Hope that doesn't happen. But Jimmy and Jay will win. Okay, and there you have it. That's how I think this pay-per-view will wrap up in under 15 minutes. Look at that. So, thank you all very much for watching. You know, I understand it's the 4th of July weekend. You know, I got plans down here next couple days, so I'm just going to wrap this up. You know, I hope this ends up being a good pay-per-view, but I don't know. Something tells me the wrong people are going to win the briefcase. I hope they prove me wrong. So that's it. Thank you for watching.